Yeah, hello to another one. A pretty interesting video today. The finale of season 1. So yeah, first of all we started Mexico. I'm actually I used to be really good. I used to love this track, but yeah, I realized I was good because of gimmicks, but yeah. Enjoy the rest of qualifying. Yeah, I didn't improve. Again, second time I didn't improve, so yeah. I guess the start can be chaotic, so yeah, let's not be that pessimistic about the race.
Formula One may have been absent from Mexico for 23 years, but after 2015's triumphant return, it was as if we'd never been away. In Mexico, a Grand Prix is more than just a race. It's a celebration of speed and of bravery. There's nothing quite like the atmosphere in the stadium today. They'll be drowning out the cars with their noise as they make their way through on lap 1. At 2,285 meters above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners make up a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, and you can expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking too into the hard braking zones of turns 1 and turn 4. And joining me amongst the cheers of the phenomenal Mexican fans, it's Anthony Davidson. And welcome along to this historic circuit. What an occasion this is.
Yeah, it's hard to believe when you see the passion this country has for the sport that Formula One was away from Mexico for so long. It's fantastic to be here, and let's hope that the race lives up to the party atmosphere we've got going. It's a real fast track, this. We get up to Monza levels of speed down the main straight thanks to the high altitude here at over 2,000 meters above sea level. And with that comes the challenge of having less downforce in the corners. So that makes it a really demanding circuit, both for the drivers and engineers.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Nico Rosberg will start his silver arrow from pole position, with Daniel Ricciardo slotting in alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen and Perez, Massa, Grosjean, Manor and Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Sebastian Vettel and Gutierrez, Wehrlein, Button, Carlos Sainz and Daniel Kvyat, Magnussen and Ericsson, Felipe Nasser and Jolyon Palmer rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
It's 3, 4, 5 to one of the most interesting starts in the calendar. Initially a good launch. Yeah, the slipstream was crazy. I don't have any mods. Look at how much Rosberg lost in. And I check. Ooh, check was spun. I could have gone to P1, but I got spun. But I think Verstappen or Ricardo out. I think even Lewis maybe out. So pretty much Ricardo championship over. Lewis battle job. He was leading the most of it. I pitted for technically medium. Till the end I was gonna gamble. It was not gonna be easy, but I didn't want the hardest tires on this track at all, because it's a traction limited track. So I went pretty aggressive in battle here. So yeah, the restart felt amazing. I was pretty much gonna get into the lead or top 5. This race I had confidence. And yeah, then this happened. Yeah. Yeah, no comments. It is what it is.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. Tell me, Alex, what was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table.
I mean,
The lead
yeah.
at the top has come down after a poor result for our points
Not good
leader.
for our fight
Moving
with
on to
Williams.
the driver of the day then, Anthony Davidson. Who would you go for?
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
gonna
much
say
Nico
Carlos
Rosberg
Sainz.
is
It
gonna
was probably one of his best drives this
be
season.
happy
and I
with
was
this
thoroughly
Vettel
impressed.
even.
On to the constructors then. It was
Yeah,
a
but
tough
it-
race for our
it's pretty much in
championship
his
leaders
hands
who
if-
lose ground at the top of the
unless
table. After
someone
all
can
that
do something
excitement,
in
it's
the
time for a lie down, I
Brazil.
think. Thanks for
Williams
joining
are
us, and
pretty
goodbye
much
until the next race.
mostly gonna, probably gonna be P4. So yeah, shame.
E8.
Yeah, again here we had a situation, but the race was fully wet, gonna be fully wet, so I added extra fuel so I can push 2 laps, so I get my tires prepared better. And yeah, this was my second consecutive lap. I was doing very good. Then the third lap I didn't improve at all. So yeah, I was pushing like mad. I think it was a decent lap. I focused on rotation again, 9 ballast and more wing, so I'm decent in the rain, I guess.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know. It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Verstappen, Rosberg, and Daniel Ricciardo. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow.
I mean,
where
yeah,
we'll be
pretty
live
much
with all the action.
not
And until then,
the end of the
it's
world, I guess,
goodbye.
but especially with this setup, so yeah, it is what it
As
is.
surely as the sun rises in the morning, the Brazilian Grand Prix packs out the grandstands and creates incredible drama. Title deciders, heartbreak, triumph, and home glory. All these and more can be found in abundance here at the Autodromo José Carlos Pache. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. With so much on the line here today, I can't help but shake the feeling that we're going to have a bit of pushing and shoving Anthony Davidson, especially into turn 1 this afternoon.
Well, we do see a fair amount of that here at Interlagos, Crofty. It's a tricky braking zone, of course, as you're heading downhill into the centre S, which always makes it easy to lock the inside front and run a bit wide. We've seen a number of occasions over the years with someone from the leading group taking a bit of a knock on the first lap and having to recover. That's one of the reasons we've had so many exciting championship fights here. Hopefully, though, it'll be a clean start, of course, but as you say, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's not.
Your objective today is to get into the top 9.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, with Nico Rosberg alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton, and Bottas, Raikkonen, Perez, Wehrlein, and Manor, Grosjean, Button, Esteban Gutierrez, and Massa, Hülkenberg, Ericsson, Daniel Kvyat, and Fernando Alonso. Nasser and Sainz, Jolyon Palmer, and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Let's see how we will do. Not our best start, I don't think. But yeah, it's a wet race. I had confidence in this game. Actually, I love the rain, so I was like, okay, let's just stay out of trouble. And yeah, I think why not? Maybe a P6 is possible here. I was interested in the title fight to see how good they will do, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't win, didn't lose anything with them so far. I was still picking up the grip, didn't test the track on wets at all. Overtook well line, because it's slow obviously. And yeah, went on a mission to get some good points. The outside, brilliant traction. I didn't really spun in the first few laps. I was going really gentle, which was impressive from me, I guess. But yeah, some of my best throttle inputs on this race, I think. Yeah, that corner was a bogey one, but I eventually got used to it. I broke her there, so yeah. Then this happened. Explain this. I mean, I was testing new recording settings for this video, but what the fuck is this? I'm speechless. Oh my god. Still seeing it this way. It's crazy. Yeah, technical issues aside, we pushed on, and yeah, I don't know what is with Kimi and me in this career. I think this is the third time this season I take Kimi out or spun him. I mean, it wasn't my fault. He was going for a gap that didn't exist, but yeah. Then I started setting purple sectors. I really was driving like a god out there. Maybe the downforce kicked in because I was saving the tires. And I also was very underfueled. So yeah, that was a good strategy. And yeah, we were pushing the top guys. Vettel was desperate if he wanted to keep his championship alive, and yeah, pretty much Rosberg can win the championship here, I think. As things go. And yeah, Vettel was not gonna let me go that easy, but I was doing really good. Then he came back. Around here I think is where my tires kinda hit a cliff and it was time to pit. I was definitely gonna pit the first, but then I was setting purple laps again, even if I was struggling, and everyone went to the pits. So I was like, it's 8 laps to go. My tires are okay-ish. Let's give it a go, I guess. And I gave it a go. I stayed out, 0 stop strategy. And to my shock, everyone behind me kinda closed up for the championship and they were fighting like mad. Changing positions like every lap. Yeah, top 3 in the championship. On the same tarmac. Yeah, then Lewis was losing and Rosberg. Then later on, I think Rosberg had an issue with his car and they slowed down. Vettel caught up, so top 4, all the championship fighters. And that helped me take the lead into the final lap with 7 seconds margin. So yeah, this was crazy. One of my best drives maybe, but still I think if they didn't fight each other, they would have definitely cut me up. But yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this. For the first time ever, we win a race in a Manor. I can't believe it. Yeah, crazy stuff.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
Brilliant stuff from Manor today. What a superb victory. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top three today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
For my money, it's definitely the Manor driver. They pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
It may already be wrapped up, but
Yeah,
let's look at the constructors'
it's
standings.
unbelievable.
With that
This is
result,
definitely
Mercedes
helping us
secure the
with
constructors'
Williams in the
title.
fight.
They've been truly
But also
outstanding since
the
very
championship
first
is
round
going to
of
the
what's been a
final
thrilling
race with 4
championship. It
drivers
was also a standout
that can win
performance
it.
from Manor Racing today.
Yeah,
Great
Rosberg
stuff from them
definitely was
to move up
unlucky in
standings. It
in
was
this
great
race.
having you with us for this weekend.
He could
I
have
hope you
wrapped it up,
enjoyed as much as
but
we
yeah,
did.
it's going
Until
to the
next
end.
time though, goodbye.
So yeah, not my best track in terms of qualifying, but I gave it a go. I risked a lot of the setup. It was a very weird setup.
Should remain dry. We will
But
keep you
usually,
informed of any changes to the
I
weather.
don't know, it works. When I risk. In Brazil I risked, it worked out. And here I think it was not that bad. We were just slow here. At least I beat Boston.
Okay, that's pretty disappointing, but we can turn it around tomorrow.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Vettel, Verstappen and Nico Rosberg. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be
Yeah,
back
let's see
tomorrow
who
when the
will win the
Grand Prix
title
itself
and-
gets underway.
It's anyone's game at this point.
Twilight here in the United Arab Emirates and twilight also on another Formula One season. It's been a captivating story throughout the year, but will we see one final dramatic twist before the end? The drivers will be racing here on Yas Island today through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are plenty of opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, at turns 8 and at turn 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps to come. Alongside me for one final time this season, it's Anthony Davidson. What a year it's been, Ant. It's been an absolute pleasure. And now, how are you feeling ahead of Lights Out tonight?
Well, it's been a breathtaking year of F1 action, and there's one more sting in the tail to come here tonight, I reckon. We've been all around the world, but there's still everything to fight for, and what an occasion it is as well. There's a real sense of anticipation every time we come here to Abu Dhabi, and here's hoping it's a fitting end to a very special season.
Last race of the season. Let's give them something to remember.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Raikkonen, Lewis Hamilton and Ricciardo, Grosjean, Perez, Massa and Nico Hülkenberg, Bottas and Manor, Jenson Button and Gutierrez, Alonso, Kvyat, Pascal Wehrlein and Carlos Sainz, Ericsson and Nasser, Kevin Magnussen and Jolyon Palmer rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So yeah, can Vettel get his fifth? Can Rosberg and Max get their first? And can Lewis get his third? Actually, yeah. No, his fourth. Initially, very good start. Traction, amazing. I didn't wanna mix with the fight at the front. I remember I raced this race. This race was very late, so yeah, I was kind of brain fogged this whole race. But yeah, if I'm driving this good brain fog, I guess I overtook like Hamilton. I was feeling very good on even harder tires. Grosjean crashed behind. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it was a huge crash. Then this happened. I think Ricciardo is helping maybe Max to win the championship. So yeah, Mercedes are both behind me now. Verstappen and Vettel are in a top seat. And to my shock, this happened. I mean, I was very shocked. Max fucking out. He is out of the race, out of the championship. He could have been the youngest champion, but yeah. I think he got pushed or made a mistake. I don't know. So yeah, maybe Kimi was helping Vettel. So yeah, crash gate, I guess. Yeah, Vettel and Rosberg in the pits with me. So yeah, it's everyone's game. The championship is open, except Max, obviously. But yeah, it's between Vettel, Rosberg and Hamilton. As of now, I think Vettel has the best seat in the house to win it. But yeah, let's see.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Pascal is in the pits.
And again, pushing. Imagine a back-to-back win in a manner, but this is fucking Rosberg. I don't know where he came from. Vettel was initially in front of me, I think. I don't know what happened to him. Did he have wing damage? I'm not sure. So yeah, lap 11, Rosberg basically sailed off to the distance. I couldn't see him. And he's leading the championship, so yeah, it's 99% his championship unless something crazy happens. Then Hülkenberg out of nowhere, trying to get his first podium.
We've pretty much burned off our
Very
excess
fast.
fuel. We'll be back on target soon.
And super
Don't
soft.
wait too long to turn the engine down.
Hamilton maybe trying to do something about it. Maybe a 1-2 for Mercedes. Even if he can't win the championship, even in P2, so yeah.
Okay, gap to
He needs
leader,
a miracle to win the
12.3
championship.
seconds.
But yeah, Mercedes were very fast here. I couldn't even try to stop them. On the second stint especially. And it's the last lap. Rosberg is close to his championship. Bottas was pushing me around. I was losing pace on this tire. I couldn't fight him really, he was so fast. Tried to outbrake him, but yeah, too deep. Reminds me of the 2015 career. And Nico Rosberg is the champion of the world, but ahead of us, Hülkenberg and Hamilton crashed. I crashed into Bottas. Crazy last lap, I don't know what happened there. Maybe Williams' first podium this season. Later we get another podium. But yeah, this was a crazy season. I can't remember having so much fun in a game. Yeah, this is the crash with Hamilton on the last sector, last lap. 2012 Brazil settings. Yeah, this is crazy. They are not out, but yeah, pretty much ruined his chance of a first podium. But yeah, Nico becomes champion. Obviously, he won't retire next season. So yeah. Let's see what this game has in store for us.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. This also means that there's no catching our leader anymore, and we crown a new World Drivers' Champion. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, it's a difficult decision for sure, but I'm going to say
Yeah,
Pascal.
amazing season, best of the rest.
I
I didn't expect this. I thought it was gonna be a very difficult year, but yeah, I was trying hard to get development. I improved in this game. I struggled with the first few races, but yeah, P4, very happy. See you in the next one.